Are we manifesting like Capricorns out here? Yes, we absolutely are, because as a Capricorn sun, moon, and Mercury baby girl, we are not playing games when it comes to us manifesting what we want. And the real reason that I am making a video like this today is because I want y'all to understand that this is all about locking in, okay? As a Capricorn, we are locking in, babe. That's what it's all about, okay? We are ruled by Saturn. And I'm not saying that for you, that you have to be a Capricorn, you have to have Capricorn placements. I mean, it's a plus for both of us if you do, because, you know, we're all in this together. But all I'm saying is that the work ethic that goes behind it, the mentality, the strength, the discipline, ambition, baby girl, we're all in this together for real, because that's exactly what I want to put onto y'all. As y'all know, I'm a really great pep talker, especially when it comes to self-concept. I want y'all to be as strong as possible, as strong as can be, because I know for myself, I've trained myself up to this point. Obviously, I've come a really long and far way because, again, I've trained myself up to this point, and I feel like it's just about time that we keep it pushing in the direction, which we always have, of our dreams, because why would we not? Okay, then, exactly. With that being said, my love, hello everybody, and welcome back to another video with Electra Soul. If you're new to my channel, I'm a psychic medium, a spiritual life coach, and just a spiritual girl, putting everybody on alongside a whole lot of other things. But today in this video, guys, we're going to be talking about what it is exactly to be manifesting like a Capricorn for real. And again, remember, guys, this is not about specifics with zodiacs. You don't have to be a Capricorn, okay? Even if, I will say though, actually, I'm going to say as a little side note, if you're not a Capricorn but you are a January Aquarius, you're probably low-key like right there with us, because I've noticed a lot with January Capricorn specifically. I think it's because they're right next to Capricorn season, like the end of it, that it kind of rubs off on them. I've noticed that Aquarians, some of them, well, most of them have really good work ethic, but the ones in January are like really, they're more serious. They seem more serious about certain things, but whatever, that's just besides the point. I just want to say that. We'll get into the other stuff later. But guys, I want y'all to understand that really, guys, really, okay, a lot of times people don't understand, they don't realize that the thing that they're not doing is they're not locking in fully. And I mean like locking in. You have to lock in like a Capricorn. How does a Capricorn lock in? All right, I'll tell y'all right now. You have a set goal in mind, okay? You see that you want something. You're telling yourself that you're gonna get that because you literally already do, all right? So we're cutting it in half. We're not saying, I want that, so I'm gonna go get that. Let me work my ass off for it. You can say that. I'm not gonna say that though, because I'm a Capricorn who also likes to take it really easy. Yes, I lock in and I do it every single day, but it's a part of my life. It's part of my routine. It's just the way I am, and it's what I enjoy, because obviously if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it. But so yes, you say that you have a goal, you want something. All right then and there, you lock in and you're not gonna stop until you get it. But guess what? The best part about this is that you already do have it. So there is no if, ands, whats, or buts in betweens. There's no hows, all this other stuff that you may want to ask yourself about. How, again, is this going to happen? Guess what? As someone who used to be so extremely limited within her reality, I can tell you guys with confidence that every single thing that I have decided on, every single thing that I have worked in favor of, that I have decided that I wanted to make into something huge, no matter what. I'm not talking about publicly. I'm talking about things in my life that I wanted to make, again, a reality, you know, like a constant thing, something that I am living in. I always had to decide for myself that if I wanted these things for real, I had to really let them happen for me, because that's how you get everything that you want. It's by allowing things to happen for you. Because obviously if you're sitting here and you're telling yourself, I want to be successful, I want to be rich, I want the love of my life, I want this, I want that, but you're not even doing anything at all, meaning mentally, really. I'm not talking about physically. Like, you can't do the other stuff if you want to work, if you want to go on dating apps. You can totally feel free to do that and it will work out in your highest favor, but I'm talking about putting the mental work up here, the mentality, because that is what actually manifests so many things that you could never even imagine maybe before that you could have. But guess what? Now you're very limitless, and you know exactly that you can get just what you want just because you said so, and that's it. And that is what it is for you to lock in like a Capricorn. It's about you being very stubborn about your goals. And I know that this video right here is meant to inspire people to really, again, lock in with their goals, to understand that you're done messing around with the other stuff. And I'm talking about the wavering. When I say messing around, I mean wavering. It's no more entertaining shit up here that you want nothing to do with, because that right there is a Capricorn's nightmare. And I say nightmare because it is obsessive. When a Capricorn, and keep in mind, Capricorns are the most pessimistic sign of the zodiac, not limited to that in the sense that we're not all pessimistic, obviously. All that it means is that they are more susceptible to it because we are ruled by Saturn, like I stated earlier. So what does that mean? What does Saturn mean in that sense? Being ruled by Saturn is a heavy planet because it is the planet of work. It's the planet of business. It's the planet of the father. The father usually has a lot of stuff that they have to work through. Obviously, they are the authoritative figure within everybody's life usually. And basically we carry the load of being able to really keep that level-headed within our lives and our realities, because I know for myself, I was a very, I wouldn't say I was a very pessimistic person out to the world, because I never was. I was very, very optimistic with everyone, everything, very positive. But for myself, it was a different story. You know, I was a lot more pessimistic naturally, which is the craziest part. So take it from me, okay? I'm gonna tell you exactly how it was. So naturally speaking, what I mean by this is that even if I knew things were not true in the way that maybe, okay, let's say for example that I was sitting here and I was thinking about how things are only going to get better for me, okay? That was just like something that I naturally knew, right? All right, regardless of me knowing that though, it's like something in my head was just saying, but it's not gonna happen for you. Like, it's not gonna be the way that you think, it's not gonna get better. But it's not even like it would make me sad. It wouldn't make me sad. It was just kind of like, fuck, but whatever. But that's not the way to live. Like, we're not supposed to be living like that. That doesn't make anybody happy. That doesn't make anything work in your highest favor. It doesn't get any ball rolling in favor of what you want, you feel me? If you want a good day, you're gonna sit here and you're gonna talk about how you're gonna have a good day. You're gonna tell yourself that you do. And just like I said earlier, that pessimism within the Capricorn, that's something that we had to learn to really work through so that we can be the very best versions of ourselves today, where now, you know, it's not so natural for me to assume the worst out of things, which believe me guys, even sometimes, every now and then, which is not often, but every now and then, if I get upset about something, it could be something that's not even a huge deal, which honestly, I do believe that if you're upset about something, it is a big deal in the sense that it matters a lot, but it's not a big deal in the way that you're not going to overcome it. Of course you're going to, you're always going to. And I know that for myself. I had to learn to take it really easy with myself because again, you know, there'd be moments where I would just sit there and think, well, naturally, I assume kind of the worst. It doesn't make me really depressed, but you know, it's kind of just the way it is. But in reality, it's not the way it is. You know, like, no, absolutely not. So that's exactly what I'm saying, is that right there, you have to steer away from that pessimism that you're so comfortable with feeling for yourself. And you have to understand that you invoking yourself into all of the positivity that you want to be, letting your life be, you have to actually dive headfirst into that and stop being so afraid of everything else that plays in between, where you may assume that maybe things are not going to go your way, maybe this, maybe that. That's not true though. None of those things are true. It's literally just your fear. Your fear is letting you know that, hey, I'm afraid, so let's just lower your expectations a little bit or a lot because I don't want to be let down. And that right there is a capper, because baby, like, fear is a huge liar. Fear is the #1 liar. That's what I've had to learn to believe over time, because obviously if I believed in my fear, I wouldn't do anything at all. Even record this, you feel me? Like, I wouldn't have built up the confidence within myself to be able to sit in front of a camera and talk as much as I do, because throughout the years, all of that has been training for me to become more confident. And that was because I assumed in favor of that. And I will tell you guys that obviously this is different for everybody, because I am somebody who had to overcome a lot of different shit, mentally speaking, which are things that people who I've seen struggle like that too. You know, they come to me. People like me, or who were like me, do come to me a lot. I've helped a lot of people who go through a lot of different things that they think is crazy. Like, a lot of times people will tell me, I know this is a lot, I know this is crazy, I know this is like a super long message, but, and they will tell me everything, and I don't mind it at all. You know, some people mind trauma dumping, I don't mind at all. I feel like it's a very, you know, just a way to release everything that you feel inside, especially because I know how I felt before. I was never a trauma dumper, but you know, I get it. Like, I totally understand, because I know for myself up here, I would trauma dump to myself, you feel me? And I had to learn to understand that these are all things and factors where the people who meet me that were like who I was before, which honestly still inside I completely understand, like I stated, we are all people that are meant to be extremely great, extremely powerful, extremely strong people, okay? There's a very big reason as to why a lot of the content that I make reach a certain audience in the way that the people who really need the help, they're the ones who gravitate towards me. And that's something that I'm extremely thankful for, because we are all also training, and it's not even training, bro. It's like we are already those versions of ourselves, but we are aligning ourselves in favor of being the strongest manifestors that we could possibly be, because that is exactly what we are. Believe me, guys, locking in like a Capricorn is just all about you understanding that if you want something, you're not going to stop until it's yours, because guess what? Everything that you've said is yours is actually yours right here in this very moment. What do you have to do to get it? Nothing, babe. You just have to believe that you got this shit in the bag. And I will tell you guys that as well. Being a Capricorn, y'all know, like I stated with the pessimism, it's very easy, quote unquote, very easy for a Capricorn or somebody like a Capricorn to assume almost like the worst out of everything, but not even everything. It's like the fear factor where they think, I have to struggle, I have to go through this, I have to that, just like the way that I was before, where I'm sure y'all have seen the videos where I would talk about how I used to be, like my mentality and everything. These are all things that we have to work very heavily past. And even though there are no people in this world who are like that, because of course why would there be, there are some people, which no there isn't, who had felt that way for a very long time in their lives. And I just need y'all to understand that if a Capricorn could lock in like this, if a Capricorn could really believe in themselves, if a Capricorn can understand that they can have everything that they want and need just because they want it and need it, just like that, like literally just because you desire it, it is actually yours right here in this very moment. And it doesn't take anything other than just you understanding that this world will find a way for you. Because you know what? Alongside that, with Capricorn and the pessimism and negativity and all that stuff, Capricorns have a hard time believing that they can actually have everything that they want, that it can be that easy, that this is just the way it is. But guess what? I'm living proof of that. Again, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Mercury, you can't tell me shit. And on top of that, I'm also an Aquarius stellium, which is also ruled by Saturn. So guess what? If anything, it's like double pessimism, but absolutely not. We're not playing games. I've learned it this way because I've had to be strong, like really freaking strong enough to understand that everything that I know for myself, where I can actually be happy, I can live my best life, it can all be as free as that, actually manifest for me. And it did. It always did. It always did. Even when I doubted it, even when I was afraid, even when I didn't know, it didn't matter, because I knew at the bottom of my heart that everything was going to come to life for me. And just like that, guys, when you're watching this video, when you're listening to my words, understand that everything that I'm telling you is proof for you right here. Physical proof, mental proof, emotional proof, spiritual proof, everything that you need to understand that if Electrosoul did it, you can too. And just like that, my love, if you believe in what you're saying for yourself, you believe in the Most High, you believe in what I'm telling you, which I know that you do, you know, one way or another, even if it seems hard to believe, I know for a fact that I got somewhere in that, I was gonna say inside you, but babe, like, that's what she said. I struck a chord in there in a very good way. I helped y'all understand exactly what it is for y'all to lock the fuck in, because y'all deserve to get exactly what you want at all given chances and times. Every single day that you wake up, it is a set intention on the fact everything is working out for you. Just like that, babe. You can saturate your mind, which I highly recommend as a Capricorn. Y'all know, telling yourself the right story that you want to hear, keep telling yourself that. Saturate your mind. Check your mental diet. Don't be telling yourself things that you don't mean because you don't want those things, okay? Like, listen, babe, optimism manifests a lot of amazing things, but you gotta let that happen, all right? Affirm if you need to. Talk about it out loud. Telephone method. Have it that you visualize someone telling you how happy they are for you. Just think about it in all different ways, shapes, and forms that will make you feel like the happiest and best version of yourself that you absolutely are, because guess what? You absolutely are that. Never, ever fall short of assuming that you can't have what you want, baby. You're Capricorn, or you're inspired by Capricorn, whatever it is. You're watching this for a reason. Okay, now you're Capricorn. Y'all know exactly what it is to dream big and to achieve that as well. And just like that, even with that, it's not that you're dreaming big and it's like unrealistic. No, you're dreaming big and it is completely realistic. Today, I actually told somebody, I was like, oh, you're dreaming big, but in a good way. Like, I remember when I said it, I was like, that's crazy, because when people usually say like, oh, you're dreaming big, they think that you're being unrealistic. But when I said it, I meant it in such a complimentary way that I felt like it was a given. Of course you're dreaming big. Why would you not be dreaming big in a reality where you are supposed to be dreaming as big as that? Exactly. Tell me right now. Exactly. All right then, my love. With that being said, wow, pep talk went crazy hard. Thank y'all so freaking much for watching today. It means the world to me. Y'all mean the world to me. Y'all mean everything to me. Thank you guys for everything that y'all do. May God bless y'all from the inside out, upside down, left and right, Capricorn way, just like that. Everything is manifesting for us. Everything has come together for us. Everything is done. You want to know why? Because you're the boss. Because you are the boss. And if you're the boss, you get to make all the decisions. You are the mafia leader. You're the leader. You're the king. You're the ruler. You're the president. You're everything. You are literally God within yourself. You can do everything that you want to do. And guess what? You don't even need me to tell you that. You just need to know that for yourself. Have confidence in yourself and believe me, it will manifest everything because it already is. And just like that, you better claim knowing that everything has already manifested. In what? Yeah, your very highest favorite, it absolutely has. And so with that being said, my love, I will see y'all next Thursday for another video. Thank y'all so freaking much for watching today. I love y'all more than anything. May God bless y'all for real, for real. Lock in, tap in. Y'all know what the T is. Look up to your local Capricorn for inspiration. And if they need to wake it up inside, remind them you are a Capricorn. Lock in and stop playing games. Stop sleeping on yourself. Wake up and stay up. Okay. Okay then. Okay. May God bless y'all always. Please take care, everyone. I will speak to y'all very soon. Thank you guys so much again for everything. Again, love y'all so much. May God bless y'all. Peace out, y'all. Love, love, love. You know, it's really funny because manifesting like a Capricorn takes absolutely no effort if you allow it to. And I know it's so funny because Capricorns are also all about logic. Ooh, who would have guessed, right? Oh, how is this gonna happen? I can't do that. If X, Y, and Z doesn't make sense, yeah, you can. I don't think you need any kind of puzzle piece to be brought into your highest favor for you to understand unless you want that. But I mean, you don't need anything to make sense. All you need to do is to tap into the fact that everything that you're saying is yours is actually yours. And I honestly have my 12th house stellium to thank for that, which is the ruler of Pisces. Pisces being the ruler of illusion, which, you know, Pisces aren't delusional, but they can be, and it's understandable. And I will say I've definitely have been delusional before, but you know what? It's not delusion. It is me telling the truth to myself because that truth ends up manifesting itself. So how am I delusional when what I'm saying actually happens and it manifests? Exactly. You can't tell me nothing because I know exactly what it is that I'm bringing to my table. And that's why I'm telling y'all exactly what to do for yourselves. It's like I have the fine balance in between of all this strict natureness and negativity and all this BS, right? Where on the other side, I have all this illusion and beauty and wow, romanticization of everything. I'm gonna tell you guys, it's taught me a lot about what it is for me to understand how hard being a Capricorn was for me, where now it's extremely easy because I've learned how to make it work for myself, where that 12th house stellium has shown me, okay, well, if you want what you want, believe in yourself and you will manifest it. So right there, best of both worlds. And with that being said, for myself, I'm bringing that towards you because I want the same exact thing for y'all as well, because we're all again in this together. And you know what, as long as you keep on assuming in favor of everything that you want, I don't see why things wouldn't happen for you. They always would, because why? You are influenced by Capricorn. You are a Capricorn, you have Capricorn placements, whatever it is. All I know though is that you're locking in and you're manifesting like a Capricorn, and that right there requires all of the mental strength, all of the pride that you got, all of the ambition, the discipline, staying focused. You want what you want, you better lock in, baby girl, and you better get that up here so that you can have it out here, because it has already materialized for people like you and I. And believe me when I say it absolutely has. And with your belief in that, believe me when I say you will see that, because you already have, because I said so. And that's it. But all right then, my love, thank y'all so much again for watching. Thank y'all for everything. May God bless y'all more than anything. You guys are the absolute best. I'm so very thankful for you guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to me. I'm just so happy, like, with you guys always. You know, I always have to make that clear because every single chance that I get on this earth, talking to you guys, whatever, like for the rest of eternity, I just have to express it because it's just who I am. Like, I'm just so thankful. So thank you guys for everything. God bless you guys. Tap in though, lock in like a Capricorn, get that grind up here like a Capricorn, and manifest like a Capricorn, like you already are. And with that being said, may God bless y'all always again. Please take care, everyone. Bye.